Hello, everybody. This is Anthony with Deliver Capital, and here we are at round 2 of SBA PPP, the Paycheck Protection Program, where we're going to be helping existing small businesses on getting them some money for their payroll. So let me go through some of the highlights of what we've been able to do to help our clients through, the first round of the existing clients. And then if you're new to Deliver Capital, these are some of the steps that you need to understand so that we can proceed and get you funded quickly. So if you have an existing PPP, if you got funded on the first round through the Paycheck Protection Program, then you are eligible to apply for the second loan. Okay, so but however, through the process, you need to be, in order to be qualified for this, you need to demonstrate that you've had a 25% reduction in your gross receipts. Okay, so if you made $100,000 last year, and that's what you show for your gross receipts, you need to show that you now have maximum of $75,000 in your gross receipts and for your revenue. Okay, same concept with the Paycheck Protection Program with the calculations, right? 2.5 times your monthly payroll. So if you average let's just say your 2019, you're at $10,000 per month for your payroll, you're going to be timing that by 2.5. Now you're going to be getting that calculation. However, if you are in the Accommodation and Food Services, right? If your NAICS code starts with a 72, then the government's giving you 3.5 times your monthly payroll. So a little bit of a kicker. I know the food industry has taken a huge hit, so the government is helping out through that. Now, one cool thing about this round is that if your loan amount is below $150,000, you're going to have a streamlined option for your forgiveness, a simple one-pager from what I'm reading that's not going to be so involved as far as the first round. So, good news for those small businesses, right? Not so great for the bigger ones, but again, it's such a great program all the way around. They said the last date to apply is going to be March 21st. March 31st. Okay, so make sure you get in, right? It's only about a couple of months before this ends, but through the past experience, so many people apply simultaneously that the funds ran out, faster than that's why they had the second, stage of the first round to be applied. So make sure you do not procrastinate from this point. All right, so the approval process. So once you go through our system, you go through our QC, we will typically give you the approvals within 1 to 3 days. Okay, let me repeat that, 1 to 3 days for your approvals. And after you have your SBA loan confirmation, you'll get funded between 1 to 10 days after. Through our relationship with our lender, you're going to have to open up a bank account, and once they get funded through the government, they're going to transfer that money directly into your bank account. And now you have the option to either, have it stay there, or they actually prefer if you wire out to your own bank, so you can then operate through your normal portions of that. So make sure you understand that. And if you are an existing client, if you worked through us in the past and you got unfunded, right? So good news is that the lender is stating that, well, if your loan amount is below 150,000, there's no financial documents required. You go through, now they have a direct link for the application. You fill it out, do the testation, and no financials is required below the 150. Of course, if it's above 150, you may have to provide your additional payroll information just to calculate that as 25% deduction. But very, very great. Now, of course, even with the new clients coming in, you're going to have this direct link with it, really streamline the process. You're filling out the application, which wanted to get through really quickly this application process because they've put this in an electronic standard. However, I want to explain some of the things for you to make sure you fill out while you're going through that. So make sure, number one, fill out what type of entity you are. If you're an LLC, S Corp, any DBAs, NAICS Code, just the basic information like any application, your monthly payroll, times it by 2.5, 3.5 if you're in the food industry, number of employees. So every one of these items needs to be checked through the online portal when we give you access, once we clear you. So one thing to really understand here is the 2020 versus 2019. You can pick a quarter or you can pick, annual numbers. But if any quarter has demonstrated a deduction in that 25%, then you qualify for the PPP, right? If you have multiple owners, right, anybody 20% or more, you have to list them in this section. And of course, just go through, the questions, right? The standard process of that information, fill those out, initial it. So just again, this is all just very standard. If you've gone through the first time, it's almost identical with the questions. Just some few different things here moving forward. Now, here's where I wanted to think. So if you're a new company coming in through our organization to get approved, because you want that fast results. A lot of these big banks are doing this and it may take weeks for them to get you approved, right? Because they're doing so much volume. Working with a smaller organization to some of these credit unions and lenders, we can get you faster results. So if you're an established business, provide us your either 2019 and 2020, of course, your 941s or your W-3s for approving your payroll, your articles of incorporation, financial statements or tax returns, and of course your driver license. So the articles in the driver license is really meant for opening up, proving that you own the company, number one. Two, needed for the lender to open up a bank account when the time is ready for you to get funded. Now, I will say, so you can see that the majority of all this is very much, the same. One thing that I want to emphasize on is the independent contractor or self-employed. If you're a one-man or one-woman company or an independent contractor that gets paid through either 1099s from that angle, he's been able to accept financial statements. Like if you have a P&L and a balance sheet of some sort, that could be acceptable, a Schedule C. And of course here, the main thing, because you don't have a relationship with us, they would most likely want to see your 2019 and 2020 just for expediting the course. Of course, the SBA is always changing rules and guidelines, and sometimes the lender may also add or change some things. And my suggestion for you, because you don't want to waste time and headache on both sides here, just provide us everything, right? 2019 and 2020, the updated financials will help the lender make that determination. And honestly, the lender has zero risk in this arrangement. So they just want to make sure doing that compliance that you have that 25% reduction, so you qualify to the compliance of the government. Okay, so again, guys, go to delivercapital.com/PPP, apply, provide your information. We'll do a real quick, me and my team will do a quick analyzation, get you into that link so that you can apply directly with the lender and get those approvals within 1 to 3 days on average. Okay, email us at ppp@delivercapital.com. Go through the process of application, fill it out, upload your documents, and then we will then handle it from you. Communication will be done through the email, going back and forth. Okay, guys, good luck to you, and we're happy to help. Let's get you guys funded. Let's get those companies in growth status again. Let's not be affected by this coronavirus. Take care and good luck.